This is the biggest Japanese supermarket in California. In this video, I'm going to show you around. Let's go inside. All right, so starting right inside from the main entrance, here's the cashiers with the prepared food section. In this section, there's tons of bento dishes. We've got chicken katsu, we've got salmon, we've got teriyaki bowls. Those are cold, which you could heat up, or if they're sushi, you might eat them cold. They've got hot foods right here, so we've got some shumai, we've got some fruit salad, and there's even more hot items over here. $10.99 per pound for these Japanese-style dishes. Karaage chicken, sauteed greens, egg rolls, tempura, all looking pretty tasty. All right, now one of the best parts about this market is definitely the meat, sushi, and sashimi selection, which is a little bit over this way. But first we're in the Japanese cuts of meat, which, yes, they cut them a little different than the American supermarkets. You don't find a lot of big steaks. Instead, you find things cut a little bit more thin for shabu-shabu or Japanese types of dishes. They've also got the Japanese Wagyu, $90 a pound for these. So yes, that's going to be some of the most delicious beef you've ever had. Now this is the sushi section. One of my favorites is definitely the uni right here, about $35 for some of those packs. That is sea urchin. We've got the octopus, the poke, the salmon, big fillets, little fillets. The seafood here, pretty tasty. And they even tell you like some of the most popular items. We've got this one in the grill. We've got this one because it has a good fatty texture. And if you want to get sushi trays, you can get big trays to take home with you too. We have even more over this way where you've got things that you might put in your sushi, your seaweed salads, and all of the frozen selection on this side. Here we've got popular ingredients for Japanese oden, which that's what it said on the side, but here we've got udon, which are noodles. We've got ramen, and this is like the big freezer section here in the back. This place, Tokyo Central, is the American branch of Don Quijote. Don Quixote is like the big Japanese everything retailer. It's probably like the Japanese equivalent of Walmart, and their character is this Don Pen, this penguin. We'll see a lot of him as we walk through the store. You see he is all over. This place is a lot of fun. Up on the second floor, they have, yes, the supermarket has 2 floors. The second floor now has a kind of like sushi go-around, waka, sakura, and these are some of the different types of sushis on display up there. The place is really popular since it's been open. Over here, the produce section, they often have a lot of good produce direct from Japan. Let's see what we can find today. In particular, we got some pink Fuji apples, but we've got some apple juice from Japan, $9.99 for the bottle of apple juice there in Japan. And we got some pears from Japan. We've got some Fuji apples from Japan, $4 each for these Fuji apples from Japan. Pretty tasty. A big drink section. We have all these drinks that are back here. This is one of my favorite parts of the market, are these drinks. I enjoy the Ito-en drinks, which some of them are actually not made in Japan, made in Taiwan, things like that. But, you know, like the Tokucha, this definitely comes from Japan. And look at this gigantic section of Japanese drinks. This is the largest section of Japanese drinks I've seen outside of Japan. Don Quijote also has a number of locations in Hawaii, and so you'll find a large selection of Hawaiian drinks and Hawaiian snacks. This is the whole Hawaiian aisle where you can get like Hawaiian chips, Hawaiian cookies, and of course you'll get your Japanese snacks that are more like the rice crackers. The Japanese snacks tend to be less sweet and more maybe savory or salty. Here's a lot of like the rice snacks. It's like double aisles of rice snacks. You can even rent a pocket Wi-Fi if you're going to Japan. You want that to work when you get there, you can pick it up here. This place is amazingly large. There's a whole aisle for tea. There's a whole aisle for rice. This is the tea aisle. So yes, tea starts here and goes all the way down here. Premium, good Japanese teas, Sakura tea, Nestle tea. Okay, let's go this way. More frozen foods. Japanese mayo, which, yes, tastes different than American mayo. Does it really? It really does. If you don't believe me, definitely check it out. Okay, so now, as I mentioned, this is a branch of Don Quijote, the everything Japanese store. And so in addition to the grocery section, there's the everything section. We'll take a look at this floor map here. As you walk in, there's a food court that we'll check out before we leave. We've walked around this part, which is the kind of supermarket part. And now there's this part, which is housewares, health, toys, and snacks. So over in this section, you can get your Japanese barbecue, you can get your Japanese silverware, you can get a Japanese can holder, if perhaps you would like, yes, to insulate your can and keep it cold. That's in fact what that is. You can get a noodle flow thing to eat this and have your noodles flow around. How many chopsticks do you want? Every variety of chopsticks and size. Little kiddie containers to take lunch to school, rice bowls, ramen bowls. This place, just, if you're looking for something really unique, chances are you'll find it here. Lint rollers, not lint rollers just for your clothes, but lint rollers for the floor to pick up lint from the floor. Every sort of broom you would ever want. And one part, any kind of like bucket you might want for the bath. One big part of Don Quijote is, and Tokyo Central by comparison, is they really try to make the store like something that you want to wander around and look for things, so it's not terribly organized. Actually, this store in the USA is more organized than their branches in Japan, but still, it's hard to see around the whole place on purpose. So they have like rice cookers that are over here. We've got tea warmers, we've got toasters, we've got like thermoses to keep things warm. We've got even more rice cookers over here. And what's the most expensive rice cooker? This one, $589. I bet that thing makes some really good rice. We have workout equipment, fitness balls. We've got Balance Fighter, number 2. One of my wife's favorite part of this is definitely the cosmetic section. Yes, they have lots of makeup and Japanese cosmetics and even Japanese television on, or advertisements for the makeup as they've got it. If you go to stores in Japan, they'll have like all these ads playing around the whole store, and so they've got something here. Oh, for the sushi restaurant on the top, there is an elevator that you can take to get up to it over on this side as well. And now as we come over here, this is like even more of kind of a cosmetic section, but this is like the maybe like kiddie section where they've got like toys and stuffed animals, but they've also got the newest treat from Japan for cats. There we go. And so Don Quijote, you can even see we have some of the Don Quijote branding right here. Get your Tokidoki lanyards, get your Japanese stickers, get your Gundam figures, you know, or maybe a Pikachu figure if you might prefer. But robots, I think, are always pretty fun. Over this way, we've got more plushies. We've got other figurines that are over here, including this guy. We've got Mortal Kombat characters, Samurai Showdown, and more workout equipment over here. As I mentioned, the layout of the store is not always super understandable. This section is your Don Pen section, so if you wanted to get your logo merch from Tokyo Central, you'd find it here, plus a whole ton of socks. Yes, this is the sock aisle, and they're interesting socks. Do you want your socks that look like Japanese milk socks? If you do, now you know where to find them. Or you might want a Don pen that's a cute, cuddly cushion, or an eco bag, or a Don pen hat. Back over here, they often have like seasonal fairs, so food from particular parts of Japan. Right now we have the Kyushu fair going on with food from different parts of Kyushu, frozen food, prepared foods. Cashier over on my left. We've got the Ishikawa sign here, obviously to promote Ishikawa, Japan, maybe another seasonal festival coming up. And then over this way, we get the food court side of the house. On my right is Gindaco. They specialize in Takoyaki, and they're not quite open yet because it's still before lunchtime. But Takoyaki, they tell you what it is right here. It is you'd say it's an octopus ball. It's got this dough that has octopus in the middle. Pretty tasty when they're open. This place is busy when it's open. Tenkatori for ramen, and they also have chicken, which is karaage. We have a Japanese bread shop or pawn shop that also has puddings. And then finally, we have a place over here that specializes in katsu. And you can see exactly what it looks like, which katsu don set you want to pick up. And then in addition to eating it inside, they've also got outdoor seating. Well, fellow explorers, if you enjoyed this video, another Japanese supermarket you might want to check out that I really enjoy in LA is called Mitsuwa. It's over in Torrance. You can check out my walking tour of it right here. Or if you want to see more of my guides on Los Angeles, you'll find all my Los Angeles videos right here. As usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in one of those videos.